Good afternoon, hello, my name is Daniel, this is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. It is raining, but that is absolutely fine because this video is all about the bike build that I've built specifically for the brutal extreme 4-distance triathlon. It involves a 115-mile cycle with about 7,500 feet of climbing, so a bit of everything. Now, I've already recently posted a video about the spec of this bike, but I've changed quite a few things specifically for this event, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on this video. If you want to see the full normal spec breakdown, I'll leave a link to that video in the description down below. But let's get stuck into what I've changed. A few of the really obvious visual things. I'm going to start perhaps from the middle of the frame and work out. Bottles. Now, you might not think that there's anything interesting about bottles, and there normally isn't, but I'm a big fan of now bottles with lids. Hear me out. When you're riding on wet roads and you're riding through, I don't know, mud and gravel and various things, and it's flicking up on your bike, there's nothing worse than having like a mucky bottle lid, is there? You're trying to wipe it, you're drinking, you're getting grit in your mouth, all that sort of stuff, risking of getting ill and so on. Bottles with lids have revolutionized my life, so I'll be using bottles with lids. And then a bit more geeky, I've got different color bottles for different things. So in orange bottles, I'm going to have, carbs and fuel, and in the black bottles will be water or water and electrolytes, so I can use it to rinse myself down if I've gone toilet, or just to have something different to a sugary carb drink. So that's what's going to be happening there. Well, let's talk about storage and things that I'm going to be carrying with me. So spares, very important to finish first you've got to finish. Now, I'm not going to finish first at this event, but I do want to finish. So therefore I'm carrying everything I think I might need, everything I would normally carry on a training ride, in fact. So multi-tool, 2 tubes, I'm running tubeless, but if poo really hits the fan, I'll have to stick a tube in. Also got their tie levers, patches, CO2 canisters, nitrile gloves, just so I can, if I have to work on it, I don't have to get my hands all mucky. Everything I think I need is in there. Emergency 20 quid for a cafe stop, who knows? Other storage, a classic triathlete top 2 bag. This is really good because I find that having food available to me and present in front of me makes you eat more. So therefore, during the event, I'm going to perform better if I eat more, broadly speaking. Whereas if all my food's in my pockets and I'm in the position and perhaps I'm wet and sweaty and whatever else, you don't always want to reach back and maybe a little bit sore and so on. So just having some stuff in there is brilliant. I do have a hoob bag coming, so I'm on brand, but for the time being, I've stolen Liz's top 2 bag. Thank you, Liz. And I'll be able to get a few gels and sweets and things in there. Moving up to the cockpit, I already had the clip-on bars on, but I was very keen to get these clicks installed. These are 76 Projects, sort of like extension housings, and the SRAM wireless clicks in there. A couple of reasons. Firstly, holding the TT position and shifting in position means I'm going to be a bit faster. I'm not breaking position, but also when an event could be like this, or is going to be like this, things break, particularly electrical things. If one of my shifters packs up, I've got other shifters up here. Hopefully not everything packs up, but I'm going to have options and backups for things. That should be really good. In terms of power and pacing, I'm using the Garmin Rally pedals and my Garmin 1040 solar head unit. This isn't sponsored, but the pedals work really well. 9 times out of 10, they just connect first time. I don't have to do anything. And I also like having the map on my Garmin nice and big so that I can see tight corners coming up. There's quite a lot of fast descending at the brutal. It's going to be wet, so I need to know where those sharp corners are. I can't remember the whole course. So that's very, very useful. I can have some data on there and the map, not a problem. Other big things on this bike. So although this is going to be a steady ride, I won't be going that fast. There will be times when I am going fast, and I'm hoping that my average speed might be around 17 miles an hour, 18 miles an hour, but within that, there's quite a few sections where I'm doing 25, 30 for several minutes. So therefore, aero does matter and speed does matter. I've known Clint from Easy Gains for years and years, raced against him. He's backed several projects that I've done, given money to charities that I've been involved with and so on. So I want to use his products, but also I've been to the wind tunnel and I've seen these products tested. So you can believe what you want to believe about whatever brand posts up wind tunnel data results, but I've physically been and seen this tested. So I know that what Clint posts up is legit, I've seen it done. So that is a disc wheel cover on the back. So paired with my Veta wheels, I have a solid disc cover. So this is reasonably robust. I'm going to put a nice little sticker over the valve hole as well, but it's going to save me a few watts. It's going to save me a bit of time. Yes, there is a slight weight penalty, but the Veta wheels are fairly light and a lot lighter than the wheels that I was going to use. So combined as a package, it's actually quite a competitive setup. It's possible it's going to be windy and horrible. If it is really windy, I'm going to be there the day before, so I'm going to have a little test spin. And if it is super windy, I can just take that off. I haven't got to take another wheel, just take a few minutes to do, but I've got that option. But I do find, being a heavier rider, and I've ridden lots of time trials and triathlons in all conditions, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to ride that whatever the weather, especially paired with a front wheel that's only 44 millimeters deep. It's often a lot harder to hold the front than it is to hold the back. I touched on the wheels earlier. I covered these in more detail in another video, but 32 millimeter road tires, GP 5000Ss, I find they are a good balance of speed versus like reliability. I did consider the GP 5000 TTs, but because I'm only riding this once for the one event and then I'm going to be riding it on the road, I didn't want to lay out 200 quid for a pair of tires I wasn't going to use again. And I wanted 32s, I wanted fat tires, and you can't get the 5000 TTs in 32s. I find I can descend better on these. I find that I've more grip braking, I can run lower pressures in all conditions. That should be good, and set up tubeless with plenty of sealant in. And then drivetrain wise, as per normal, I will have my NRG Aero partner on this channel, a fully waxed chain, ceramic bearing jockey wheels. People also say that the SRAM 12-speed chains aren't that fast. I don't know the exact numbers, and I don't think it makes a massive difference to me, but I do have the YBN SLA chains, which is rainbow coloured, which is great for morale, but also it's supposed to be a little bit faster than the SRAM chain. Also on the crankset, I've got the Easy Gains chain set cover. Again, another handful of watts. It depends where the wind's coming from and what speed it's coming from and so on, but it's not a detriment. It's not going to slow me down at all, and it looks damn cool. So I think that's a pretty cool little setup for the Brutal. Hydraulic disc brakes will serve me well in all weathers, I know that, and I've tested this a fair bit now. I'm ready to rock and roll on it, and I'm confident that it's going to be the best bike for me on the day. I do think that the bike course is faster on a TT bike if you ride a TT bike a lot, but the important thing is would I be faster on my TT bike on that course? The answer is no. I cannot ride my TT bike for 7 hours, and it's not suitable for that course. So this is the best thing I could put together. I'm hoping that it's going to get me round in one piece, and I'm hoping to deliver the day that I've hopefully trained for. We will see. I've just seen as well, I've got a pump on the seat post as well. Always carry a pump. If you run out of CO2, you've got a backup plan, haven't you? So for the amount of weight that it is, I'm going to carry those spares. I think that is about it, but please do feel free to let me know any comments or thoughts you've got in the comment section down below. Now, I'm not changing anything between now and then. I'm only 3 or 4 days away from the event at time of recording, but yeah, hopefully I'll report back and let you know how it's gone. It's raining quite a lot now, so I'm going to go inside. Thank you very much for the support. Hit like and subscribe. If the race is tomorrow, when I think this video is going to go out, there's a live tracker online. You might have to scroll down a bit for your boy, but yeah, I'll be out there somewhere.